Hello, everybody. Hello, neighbors. Hello, my fellow friends. We're here in the community room. It's about 12 noon on Friday, December 3rd. I'm sure you can see that. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about a few subjects here. The main theme here is going to be the gym in a few minutes because we want to get going on the gym, voting on it, etc. But let me just go over a few things that we've worked on. I know some of you have mentioned that. I repeat myself in some of these videos, and I do because some things are very important to us, and also, believe it or not, people are moving in and moving out of this building all the time, so a lot of people haven't heard any of these videos so far. So, anyway, let's start with the tort immunity. I know you've talked about that, and I want to thank the 389 people that voted yes for it. That's what the vote stands so far. 389 people voted yes for tort immunity, 25 people voted no. And of course, that leaves a pretty big hole of many, many people who haven't voted at all. I welcome Natalia Shafrina to the board of directors. She was elected in October. She's volunteered to take the ball here and try to get us 62 more yes votes on tort immunity. And we're going to give her all the support we can to make sure this happens. I know I've mentioned this before, but tort immunity is very important. It doesn't mean you can't sue the building if the building is gross negligent and you get hurt and we're not doing our jobs properly. You deserve to be able to sue us, but if somebody trips over their own feet and decides to sue us, then we're going to be covered. It's all about frivolous lawsuits. So someone said, well, who's going to decide on whether it's frivolous or not? The courts decide on that, okay? We don't decide what's frivolous or what isn't, but if somebody just says I was walking and I fell down for no reason whatsoever, we'll let the court decide that. But we're talking about real money here. We're talking about money in your maintenance. I know I've said this before, but as it stands right now, without tort immunity, there's going to be a sizable raise next year because we're getting raises from the insurance company all the time. And the insurance just isn't just based on injuries. You know, the insurance is also based on how much it costs to replace this building, if there's a fire, God forbid, or a catastrophe, and things are becoming more expensive, you know, as we speak right now. So to replace this building or replace a part of it costs a lot more money than it did last year. So there's a lot of different factors that go into it. So we're trying to do the best we can to keep it down. So go get him, Natalia. I hope it works out because I'm a very big supporter of tort immunity. We also have tort immunity when we talk about it right now. The state of New Jersey gave us tort immunity for the pool, to use the sky room, things such as that. People can't sue us if they get COVID if they go to the pool. That expires on the 31st of December. So hopefully the state of New Jersey will re-up on that. And we'll see what happens with that. We'll get to COVID in 1 second. So anyway, as far as tort immunity, very, very important. Let me go to another repeating subject. 3 days ago, somebody threw a rice cooker down the south compactor. When they threw that down the south compactor, it was out of order for about 4 or 5 hours. We had 2 men down there taking the whole compactor apart, putting it back together again. All of our compactors are in very bad shape now, from people throwing comforters down. Somebody threw multiple bags of papers down there last week. Instead of shredding them, they threw papers down there. It's really becoming quite a catastrophe. So it's really a shame. It's for garbage. That's what it's for. And talking about garbage, let's go on that subject. The garbage rooms look worse than they have in years, okay? There's signs very clearly that tell you exactly how to dispose of your garbage. We went through this also in the past. And people are just throwing their garbage away in the garbage room. So we're really trying to refrain from putting cameras in the garbage rooms. I mean, we have 2 rooms on each floor. We'd have to put 60 cameras in, which could cost a substantial amount of money. So we're refraining from that, but throwing garbage in the garbage rooms on the floor, etc., we're just asking for trouble, okay? Broken glass, and of course, you know, brings up bugs, etc. It's not very good. So please, you know, please read the signs. If you have any problems, please check with management. We'll be more than glad to explain to you what's disposable and what isn't disposable. We're going to be doing some garage work again, and we're going to be spending, again, substantial amount of money. We're talking about just doing some columns. We're doing very small parts of the garage, and just a small little project could cost almost as much as $200,000. So when you start talking about the millions we're spending on the hallway renovation, when you start talking about the garage, and, start talking about a lot of the other things that we're doing. We're spending a substantial amount of money, but fortunately, we're keeping everything under control and in budget. We still have the garage work I mentioned. The garbage room is very, very important. Let's talk about COVID now. We have one rule, which is very unusual. Most buildings still have in effect masks are mandatory throughout their common areas as well as their elevators. We've only asked for people to wear a mask in the elevator while they're in the elevator. 99.8% of everybody complies with that all the time. There are certain situations where somebody forgets a mask, and we've been very lenient about that. If you forget a mask, okay, we usually waive. We have an administration fee for not wearing a mask. We have to have a report is written, a picture is we have to go back to the cameras. They make a photo of the person without the mask. The person gets a letter with a copy of the photo, or sometimes without a copy. There's always a copy available if they need it. And, it takes some time. So there is an administration fee. And we do, believe it or not, with all the fees that we've given out, we've collected very, very little money. We waived many, many fees. It's not about money. It's all about health, welfare, and the safety of other people here. So we're asking people, once again, please continue to be neighborly, wear a mask in the elevator. COVID is still around. New variants, as I'm sure you're very aware of, are coming out. And we're just trying to do the best to keep the building safe. So please, please work along with us. It's really put a big strain on the staff too, by the way. And when I say staff, I'm not just talking about doorman and security. I'm talking about the office staff as well. People get a letter, you weren't wearing a mask. They come down, they get upset, and it's confrontational with the office. It's really a shame. They're doing their job. So don't get mad at the office for doing their job. That's what they're supposed to do. Okay, that takes care of COVID. Okay, let's talk about the renovation a little bit. I'm happy to say that we're winding down a little bit at this particular point. We now have carpeting down to, I think they're on one, okay? I'm pretty sure they're on one. If not, they're going to be on it right now. So you're on the first floor. They're stripping the wings now in the lobby, okay? They're stripping the walls. That was the last thing we have to do. They're going to start to strip the walls in the lobby soon. We're getting the lobby's going to be re-wallpapered. All of our chairs have been redone. I will say the community room, for example, looks beautiful. I really hope you stop down and see this, beautiful job they did. All new carpeting, ceilings. We have a beautiful wall here that gives people privacy if they're watching TV in the future. Our couches were due to come in. We have 2 sets of couches coming into the community room. They were due to come in about a week from now. We just looked it up, and now they're coming in March, okay? So this is what's happening. We're very, very fortunate that we started this project when we did. If we would have waited 4, 5, 6 months longer, we would have been in a tremendous amount of trouble with materials. We were having some trouble getting sheetrock to finish the ceilings, but we did. Believe it or not, we had tremendous even problems getting paint, which we did, okay? Had to go to different places to pick up the Benjamin Moore paint. And at this point, let me give you what the rundown. Now, the couches are going to come in March. That's the new date. We're supposed to get 6 or 7 big chairs for the room as well. We just read that, they're due to come in December. Supposedly, they're still on schedule, so we shall see. The hallways, etc., the corridors, the lighting is supposed to come in the 9th of December, which is next week. They claim that as of last week, it was still on schedule. We shall see. The overhead lights outside the elevator, okay, they were outside on a ship, outside the dock in Los Angeles for over a month. They're sitting on a ship. They unloaded it over a month ago, and we just received them. They're going to start installing the lights in the ceilings outside of your elevators, I believe, on Monday. Okay, so let's hope that works out. They say that there's 2 lights per ceiling, per elevator landing. That should take about a week to take care of that. We have benches coming in for every floor. That should be coming in, again, supposedly by the end of December. We have lights that are going on the walls of the elevators. That should be coming in almost any day now. We do have mirrors that are going to be going up on the walls outside the elevators. They're here. We didn't put them up yet because we're waiting for a shelf to put under them. So some of the odds and ends are coming in now. The hallways should be almost complete by I would say 99% complete by late December, okay, early January. We really did this job in less than 1 year, so we're very, very happy. We're very proud of the way things went, and we're also very proud that we're going to come in, hopefully the way it looks now, about $500,000 to $600,000 under budget. So that's very exciting to me, and that's very good for the unit owners and all of us, okay? So that takes care of that stuff, okay? Let's see, mirrors, benches, the community room is done. They're going to be doing the lobby, as I mentioned. All the benches, chairs have been recovered already for quite some time now. Let's move on to the big project that's coming up here, okay? The big project is the gym that we're planning on doing, okay? We're going to be sending out ballots for people to vote on. We hope to send those ballots out on Monday, okay? That's one of the reasons I'm doing this video today. And we're going to start, you're going to see renderings in the lobby. We're going to put two easels up out there with 4 different photos of what the original rendering's going to look like. The board, Roger, Chris, the manager, etc. We didn't design the gym, okay? We didn't order the equipment. We're going to have a professional company that's designing this. Professional people are setting up this gym, okay? And this is all going to be done very, very first class. You'll see this. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilize the 2 card rooms. Those big columns in there will be shrunken down because they're not columns. They're what's called pipe columns. There's pipes under there. So we can make them smaller. They have nothing to do with the structure of the building, okay? And we're going to have 2 gyms, I believe, and I'm doing this from memory. You're going to have 6 treadmills. You're going to have 6 elliptical machines. You're going to have bicycles. You're going to have weights. You're going to have all the typical stuff. And we're going to try to open this up as quickly as possible. Now, the trick here is we have to get 3/4 of the unit owners to vote on this. And that's going to be real tricky. And I think that people have to judge this as that this is a health and welfare of people that want to use the gym, but it's also an economic situation. Economically, okay, it's very important for our real estate value that we have a gym. I mean, if you go to 4-story garden apartments, they have small little gyms. Everybody has a gym today, okay? So we're not just going to put a gym in with a couple of treadmills and a couple of bicycles. We're going to go first class. Our building's going to be basically, when we're finished, it's going to be brand new, all right? You have a nail salon, the pedicures, they do a waxing, we have a valet, we now deliver packages for the residents. And now we're going to go into what we consider a first-class gym. We're going to put beautiful equipment in there. We're going to have towels. We're going to have the place is going to be cleaned on a regular basis. We're going to hire another porter that's going to do double duties, going to do some work in the building as well as keeping the gym clean. And we could open up real quickly, and we're going to see how much the room is used, and if we feel that we need more room, we're going to expand it and build it out to the deck further. We have plans to go below the card rooms. Below the card rooms right now are the bicycles. We may take the bike room and put additional recreational stuff below there. But we're going to first, we want to see how many people use it on a regular basis. And it's not going to be easy to judge the first month or so, because what's going to happen is the first month that we put the gym in, everybody in the building is going to want to come down and give it a shot and see what it's all about. So after a couple of months, we'll judge, how much more room we need, how much we're going to expand it. We do plan on putting in, men's and women's showering facilities, possibly saunas, and doing quite a few things and enhancing it as time goes on. But initially, we want to get the gym open as quickly as possible. And again, there's another, a little bit of a problem there. The little problem is it's very hard to get materials today. It's very hard to get bikes and treadmills and stuff like that. Even there's a big backlog on that as well. So again, we hope we get the vote very quickly. If necessary, we're going to have some people even go door to door, knocking on doors and pleading for the votes. This is very, very important. Again, I repeat, for the welfare, economic welfare of this building as well as our health, okay? So we're going to have renderings in the hallway. Please feel free, in the lobby, please feel free to come to us and discuss, any ideas or any things you'd like to see. We're well open. You'll also see that in the, we put some music in the lobby. We had it installed during this renovation. Right now we have some holiday music playing. after the holidays, we're going to have, you know, some soft piano music, some nice little music to play. The place is going to be beautiful, okay? So anyway, once again, please vote for the gym. Please vote for Tort Immunity. And I'm just looking at my papers. I'm sorry, I really am. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's doing well. COVID is still here, unfortunately. We had an employee recently just come back from COVID, and we had a couple of other employees, and I know a few residents were sick. So we wish everybody the best. We wish everybody the best of holidays and a happy and healthy new year. And thank all the people. I want to thank again the election committee, Annette, and all the people that helped her. They did a great job. And good luck, good health. Thank you so much for listening. And again, let's vote for the gym, and let's vote on some other stuff. Before I go, I just want to mention two other quick things. Yes, we're proceeding with our lawsuit against the Palisadium. It continues on. The courts, you know, from COVID are very, very well still behind, and we hope there's some type of resolution sooner than later. And we are still in a lawsuit with Sevco, a laundry company, laundry machine, so we're still fighting there. So anyway, that's about it. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible because my wife tells me that I speak too long and I become very boring. So anyway, happy, healthy, okay, I wish you all the best. Thank you very, very much, and I appreciate all the support you give our board and our management. Thank you.